Hey, what is up guys? So we are going to be going over the best cards in the new Battle of Legend Lights Revenge new booster set that's coming out next week. And wow, this is seriously one of the best packs that we've gotten this year. Probably one of the best packs that we will get this entire year, because later in November, which is usually when all of the hot stuff for like Black Friday comes out, most of that stuff, as far as I know, that is just reprints of the Kaiba and Yugi structure decks. So those are more for collectors. But this, guys, is what the best product of this year looks like it's going to be. But anyways, let's go ahead and go over the entire list of the good cards. Now, there are still some other great little cards, but I don't think that they are really necessary for some of us players that are interested in like the money cards out of the set. Now, there are pictures that were leaked online, and what was said a while back ago, a lot of people were like, dude, there's no way we are getting some of these cards. But yeah, they got confirmed, and we already have people leaking out images. But here, let's go over the best cards out of the set and kind of talk a little bit about maybe some of the pricing and prices of some of these cards. So the biggest and the best card out of this entire set is probably going to be Minerva. This is going to be the most expensive card because, well, it was a few $100s before, and now obviously that's the YCS one. That one will still definitely hold some value, but this is getting a reprint, and as well as a bunch of other Lightsworn cards. But I didn't really feel like it was necessary to mention those other Lightsworn cards because the expensive Lightsworn card back in the day was like Aaron, but that got a reprint a long time ago. But for the most part, the Lightsworn card that's getting reprinted in here is Minerva, and that's a pretty important card for Lightsworns, as well as in a bunch of other decks that can definitely make use of that. Then we have MX Saber Invoker. Obviously, you guys know Zoo ain't dead, so this card will definitely be alive. And this card has just always been good just in general. There's a lot of different decks that can use it, so MX Invoker is in here as well. And then they also have Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon in here. I'm like, dude, is this set really going to get better? And it does, guys. There is so many good cards in this video, man. We're gonna hit that 10-minute AdSense this time. Anyways, but yeah, Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon, very good card. Also with the whole Wind Witches, it's an excellent card for that archetype, although technically in the OCG they kind of got hit indirectly by the whole Speedroids, but nonetheless, it's still a great card. Definitely should be a card that everyone has like one copy of if they can make it in their decks. Next up, Cyframe Lord Omega, another really expensive card, getting another reprint in here. And again, guys, this set is like seriously the best. Very good card. Next up, we have Trishula, another great synchro. It's like, dude, this is like better than like the Megatons like that we've gotten. I don't know, like this card is crazy good though. But anyways, next up we have Dragudi Knight Gay Durg. Now, a lot of people didn't even know about this card. As far as it like being in the meta, there were some crazy plays with Gladiator Beast with it a while back. Now, we are getting more Gladiator Beast support, which we'll go into in a second. But this card was like a $20 card, and like it's just expensive, and you know, it now has a reprint. So anyone that wanted this will have access to it now, because you can actually get it for much cheaper, because it wasn't a card that I felt like it was worth $20 as far as it being competitive, but it was just like a rare card, so it's also getting a reprint. Then we have a Raid Raptor for Strix. It's like a solid $10 card getting a reprint here, kind of nice. There is some more Raid Raptor support coming out in the future, and I know some people like playing the whole like protect the boss monster, but yo, can I get a shout out to my man Towers? Can we have him off the ban list? Because Raid Raptors, I mean, they can make that thing pretty easy too. Next up, there's a bunch of spellbook support coming out in the future. As far as Spellbook Magician of Prophecy, this card really did need another reprint. It was kind of an expensive card, especially since spellbooks, they haven't been doing anything, but obviously that deck that plays spellbooks is going to want 3 of these, so it could be a decent card just to have, and it'll probably be worth a little bit of money. Next up, this is just more of an announcement, more than like it's a really good meta card, but I know some people are collectors, and this is the first time we're getting the DDD Super Doom King Whitest Armageddon. And yeah, it's a synchro pendulum monster. I know pendulums aren't the most hot thing going into the future, but just keep in mind though, there might be a short period of time where this can be used, because if we don't have the link rules yet, it'll still be a lot better. Well, a pendulum in general will be a lot better, especially with Skulkerbat at the next ban list. These cards aren't very expensive. Again, Super Doom King, Darkness Armageddon, and Exceed Pendulum. You know, these are just cool, and again, for collector purposes, they're only like $3, but I just wanted to mention that they were coming out here, because I think these are definitely cool cards. There's also a bunch of super heavy samurai support. I just wanted to mention it for any of you guys that are interested in playing it. Most of these cards are like $2, by the way, but I just wanted to give them a shout out that they are in here. But also we have the Odd Eyes Venom Dragon. It's a Pendulum Fusion. Again, this is more for collector purposes. Probably won't be a very expensive card. But we'll have to wait and see. But we are getting some new cards. One of them is White Aura Whale. This card actually is a really insane effect. I went over it a long time ago, but I'm going to go over its effect real quick because I definitely think it could be used in a lot of different decks. Well, that are Mermails. A lot of different Mermail decks is what I meant to say. Anyways, of course, a Water Tuner and one or more non-tuner water monsters. So when it synchro summons, you destroy all attack position monsters your opponent controls. This card can make up to 2 attacks on monsters during each battle phase. And if it attacks a defense position, you get to inflict piercing. And if this card you control is destroyed by an opponent's card and sent to the graveyard, you can banish one other water monster from the graveyard to special summon. If you do, it is treated as a tuner. So that's really cool. It regekis your opponent, and then it can attack multiple times on monsters, but if they're getting rid of them, well, who cares? But it still can work pretty good because, remember, it destroys attack position, but if they have a defense position, then you do piercing. So, like, even if everything's in defense mode, you're playing against Ghost Tricks, well, you'll probably get flip face down anyways, let's be honest here. But it's a cool card nonetheless. That is White Aura Whale. Definitely not a bad card, especially since it has potential to regeki your opponent. But next up, the new Gladiator Beast stuff is coming out in here. I don't know how expensive it's going to be. It all depends on some extra support that we get with Gladiator Beast. I have done a bunch of videos, actually, playing Gladiator Beast. They're actually already uploaded. I'll leave them down below if any of you guys are interested in seeing, like, how do these new Gladiator Beasts play? Well, they're all in here. Well, actually, not Into the Void, not Gladiator Beast, but the other Gladiator Beast card, I guess I didn't put them all together. But anyways, the new Gladiator Beast support, guys, is in here, and it's okay. I don't know if it's going to be very pricey, but it is definitely some of the better cards that you can pull out of this set. But next up, Into the Void, there's like a $15 card. Definitely, I don't think this card even had a reprint. Let's go check it out. Shining Darkness. Oh, and then Battle Legend, which is obviously the new set. But yeah, this card has not had its reprint. The first print we still had Ultimate Rares, and that was a pretty old card, 2010. So yeah, this card definitely great in FTKs, OTKs. I don't think this card will ever phase out. Like, it's just a solid card for these cheesy kind of decks, and it'll still see a bunch of play. Next up, Artifact Sanctum. Now, this card is a card that a lot of different decks definitely made use of back in the day when we had Triple Montauk. Konami, can you put it at 3 so we can play some artifacts now? But real talk, this card is just great. It can lock your opponent out of making things out of the extra deck, and it's just an overall solid card. And it definitely needs a reprint. Oh, actually, I think it had a reprint one time. Yeah, in the Megatins, but it's still definitely a great card. Definitely one of the better cards to get out of here. And, oh, there's the Gladiator Beast. Okay, so I kept these two Gladiator Beasts right next to each other. But yeah, both of the fusions as well as the new Gladiator Beast, they are in the new set. And then also there's some support for dinosaurs. Like, gosh, this set, it's like amazing. That there's support for like so many different decks. Anyways, yeah, Giant Rex is in here. I actually made a video actually showcasing off how cool Giant Rex was. Basically, it's just a free extra like monster that you can have, which can actually extend some of your combos. You can sack your opponent pretty hard. I remember I was playing Minerva and Dinosaurs because it's not that bad. It's more for like the potential to do really dumb things and just blow your opponent out in one turn with Dinosaurs, and Giant Rex can definitely help out with that. So yeah, it gains extra attack, and then if it's banished, you just special summon it. So I really like that effect. And then also there's more dinosaur support. Ultra Evolution comes out in here. These probably be like a couple dollar cards, but if you're playing dinosaurs, maybe you have extra slots because you don't have the True Draco like field spell. It's too expensive. Hey, you can try to throw in these. It could definitely help out. So yeah, Ultra Evolution. Like I said, these will probably be a couple bucks, but still better than some of the other cards in the set. Next up, all the Time Lords are in here. So if anyone's interested in building the Time Lord deck, now you guys will have access to building some Time Lords. It's not a bad deck, honestly. Like, I didn't know how to play against this deck. You know what? I'm gonna link a video down below for the Time Lords, because this deck, like, I got destroyed by it. It's a really, I would say, it's kind of oriented around stalling and having like an alternate win condition. They also can technically deck you out because the deck, every single card is like, it can't be like affected by anything, and then bounces everything back. Like, it's really annoying to face up against this deck, and I think some people will be excited to try out the Time Lord deck. Next up, Mermail Abystius is also getting a reprint in here. Mermail's one of my favorite archetypes, and Abystius is getting a reprint. It's been a while since we had this card. Again, it's a reprint. In fact, the last time we got it was never, because it never was reprint. I just knew it was expensive, and I didn't think we had a reprint in a while. But yeah, this card's pretty good. Mermails, they're a very fast deck, and nothing has really gotten hit, except for, technically, I guess you'd say Norden was hit, which, yeah, it kind of sucks. But next up, Denko Seko. I remember when this card was like 40, 50 bucks. Heck, it was like 70 at one point. But Denko Seko also getting a reprint. Oh, by the way, the new Denko Seko, check it out, boys. Hold on. Well, I had a tab right here. It's a secret rare Denko Seko. So, like, that card, I think it looks better in secret rare than ultra, but you guys let me know how you feel about that. Next up, Galaxy Soldier, another card that needed a reprint. Cyber Dragons, heck, ABC was playing it at one point, I know that, but Galaxy Soldier, it can just be splashed in a lot of different decks. Blue Eyes was even playing it at one point, but really great card, and definitely needed a reprint. Next up, Sage with the Eyes Blue is like a 10-buck card, I think, for a long time, and nice to have it have a reprint finally. Next up, number 11, Big Eye. Now, this card is just a great rank 7, and there's also new level 7 dragons coming out in the game, so really good. Maybe they're gonna slowly bring back the Dragon Rulers, who knows. I know that deck was either hated or loved. Like, there's a lot of people that have mixed feelings about that deck, but I remember Big Eye, this card was like a $100 card. Obviously, it actually had a ton of reprints, but it's still definitely not a bad card to pull. It came out in the Astral Pack and then Premium Gold, and now it's coming into this. Yeah, definitely a great card though, still. Definitely can be used. And next up, Exciton Knight is actually getting a reprint as well, and a lot of people are like, dude, it's coming off of the ban list potentially, so like, why would they reprint it if it's not going to come off the ban list? A lot of times they either get errata, but as far as I know, they haven't errated it. I mean, there's a lot of cards that are basically Exciton Knight, like that Battling Struggle card. That's Exciton Knight, but better. Anyways, yeah, Exciton Knight getting a reprint, and it was still like a $20 card last time I checked, but obviously with its reprint, it's going to be cheaper, but still a nice card to have, and maybe if you don't have one, it'll be nice to, you know, finally get a reprint of it, and maybe it'll come off the ban list. Guys, let me know in the comment section below if you guys think Exciton could actually come back in the game. But anyways, next up we have Phantom Knights Knights of Break Sword. The card was like 70 bucks, another reprint. This was a long time ago. But anyways, yeah, this card is getting a reprint as well. Again, this set is just amazing, guys. Wait, we already went into the void. Anyways, next up, Spellbook of Secrets, getting a reprint. Great, new Spellbook support coming out, so if you don't have some of the stuff, pick it up now, it'll be good. Next up, we got Transmodify, another like just great secret rare, and it's just an overall solid card, and it'll work well with the whole Galaxy Soldier thing. And lastly, Anti-Spell Fragrance, just an overall solid card, just shut down pendulums. You don't like playing against pendulums, run this, and then they quit. Pretty easy. But anyways, guys, I'll leave the full spoiler list down below if you guys felt like I missed out on any really good cards that are worth money or some of the better cards. I also wanted to mention that there are Destiny Heroes and Vision Heroes. I don't think that they're very like competitive or they'll be very expensive, but shoutouts to my Destiny Hero players. I mean, I know you guys have been struggling. We need that Stratos. That's what we need, Konami. But basically, guys, Minerva is like going to be like the hype on here. But there's so many other great cards. Honestly, I think this is the best set out of 2017. Probably one of the best sets we've gotten in so long. Let me know if you guys think this is the best set that we're getting this year. I feel like it is. I mean, maybe the Megatins, right? But nonetheless, again, November should be like the hot month. I thought this should have been out in November. This would have been an excellent, you know, stocking stuffer set. But it's out in just a week, guys. Like I said, it's amazing. If you're looking to buy Yu-Gi-Oh cards, I would say this is definitely a set where I can highly recommend. Battles of Legend, livestream runs, because the past couple sets, I don't think were that good, but they made it up with this one, Konami. You did us right with Battles of Legends. They kept all the good cards and put them into this pack. But anyways, guys, let me know if you guys are picking up Battle of Legends, and let me know maybe what's your favorite card in this set. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed seeing all of the cards in here, because dang, this set is fire. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and if you enjoyed the vid, appreciate a like on it, and if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button for more Yu-Gi-Oh content.